Hey guys, welcome back to the Reupload podcast. I'm Sam Fraser, your host, and we are back for season 2. Today I'm here with my mum and dad. Mum, you want to introduce yourself first?
Yes, I am Sharon Fraser, or Mama Fraser, or Shasha Fraser, and I am Sam's mum. I have been his mum for 20 years and
Or 20.
nearly 21.
Or 20.
And I'm 51 years of age and proud to be 51.
51 years young.
51 years young. Let's go.
What are you doing?
I'm Brad, Sam's
Brados.
father, better known as King Brados.
He is.
Brados.
Follow him on the gram.
Check out the gram.
Oh my god.
Here we are for the podcast of Big Sam.
That's what's up. So,
Sweaty Sam.
it's very hot today. So, this obviously isn't like the new studio. This is mum and dad's office, but they said to me, let's do it at home. So we're here at home. Firstly, what I want to get into is let's talk about your lives. So, start from the beginning. So you finish. Let's start from the beginning. So where did you grow up? How did you end up there? How are we at this point right now?
Okay, I grew up in Dover Heights. I started school at 4.5 at Rose Bay Public School. I then moved on to St. Catherine's, yes, OGs. And didn't last too long there. Got kicked out, went to Dover Heights High. Then left in year 11 and had a few jobs. Joined the Navy, moved countries, moved back to Australia, met Brados, who I met when I was 25. So more than half my life I've been a Fraser.
That's right.
Worked in insurance, went to a place at Darling Harbour called Bobby McGee's, got introduced to Brados. We met through mutual friends. Then we went to our friend Dave and Vicky's wedding in Auckland, went to Hawaii, came back, got engaged. 5 years later, had Sam, the man.
Best moment of the life.
Melbourne, had Will, moved back to Sydney, started our own business in
Would you say 2009 when we talked about it the other day?
2009. Had my own business, finance broker. If anyone needs a loan,
Hit us up.
Finance,
Hit us up, Our Loan Finance Brokers. Hit us up.
Our Loan Finance Brokers.
Hit us up.
Ourloan.com.au.
Hit us up.
Hit us up. Need any finance? We can finance anything from cars to scaffolding, to houses, to commercial buildings. We can get you finance for anything.
And we do insurance. I grew up in a place called Narellan, which is a part of Camden. Went to Narellan Public School, then went to Elderslie High School. Moved out of home in my late teens and moved to Yesna Suburbs. Ended up working in insurance for about 30 years. Married Sharon when I was 26. And about nearly 2 years ago, I joined the family business and
isn't doing anything.
It is what it is. Keep telling I'm retired, which suits me.
He loves it.
Got the golf, played Bonnie Doon. Well done, Bonnie Doon. And life's good, can't complain.
So why was it always the plan to move out of Camden?
I think a lot of people either you're a tradie and you stayed there, or you went and worked in the city. And I hated school, so I was told by my mum pretty much that if I didn't get a job by the time of my holidays after year 10, that I'd be going to a new high school. And the day before I was about to start my new high school for year 11, the phone rang and it was the State Bank of New South Wales. Offered me a job, and the rest is history.
Happy days. And for you, well, actually, this is both of you. So the big thing that we've talked about across this podcast is it better, or what's your opinion on going to high school and finishing off high school and going to university, or finishing off high school, or whatever you do in high school, and then not going to university. So you both obviously didn't do the uni route. You did finish high school early, and you became quite successful. What is your opinion on that? And would you change anything?
I always believe in never have any regrets in life. You're on that destiny, and you're on that road, and you keep going, and the road will lead you to many bypasses, and it's up to you which way you go. But I think the difference in our day is that people did leave school after year 10 because we had the school certificate, and people would go into admin or they'll go into trades.
Not everyone wanted to get to university.
No. So you were encouraged, if you didn't want to go to university, to leave in year 10. The population was also half to what it is now, and it was easy to get a job. And I don't think it's as easy now to get a job because, the population has doubled where, everyone knew someone who worked in the bank. And
Sorry guys, that noise is my dog. I just asked my brother to come get her.
Yeah, but like when I was your age, I used to resign from jobs before I had other jobs.
Mm-hmm. But you can't
Because I knew through my connections in insurance in particular, I'd get another job.
You can't.
It is in bar work for you now.
No, you can't now.
But now I wouldn't say to somebody who worked in insurance to resign and then get something else, because
there isn't a something.
You'd take for ages.
It's even with the bar, like the bar work. I'm going through a period of switching jobs, and I did some interviews and everything went pretty well. And hopefully I will get one of those jobs. I assume there's one that I'm going to get. There's this bar near my house, which we're happy days, should be getting that. But the thing is, I wouldn't resign. I wouldn't resign it. So Mum, how about you with resigning? Like, what would you do? Say you had the job, had a job lined up right now, paid more money than what you're doing currently, which would be hard to find. But you wouldn't have to work for yourself. You wouldn't work as many hours. Would you resign straight away and be like, I'm done?
Actually, I did at my last job, so this is a really good story.
Uh-huh.
So I decided to get my hair cut. It was a Monday.
Yep.
And I went to get my hair cut just around the corner from work, and I said, cut it off, I need a change, I need something different. This is after 3 years in one job. Sick of the rut. As you know, I worked with your father.
Yeah.
We worked for a company in the city. So he cut my hair off. And I was like, wow, I had an epiphany. This is like great. I feel so good. I rang Dad and I said, I'm going back to the office and I'm going to resign. He's like, what? I said, yep, I'm resigning on Friday. And he's like, you can't resign on Friday. You've got to give a month's notice. I said, no, I'm resigning on Friday and I'm leaving. Anyway, so I went back to the office, went and saw the managing director, and I said, I'm resigning. I'm going to start up my own business. I don't want to work for anyone. I believed in myself. I backed myself. We're 4 years later and we have four staff members. We're turning over 4 times as much as I was earning.
4.5.
4.5. We're turning over 4 times as much salary as I was in that
Killing
job.
it. Sorry for my French. Sorry for my French, but you're fucking killing it.
So we're killing it. And you know what it's about? It's backing yourself,
believing
yourself, and hard work. My goal is to retire in 5 years, sit on the beach at Kailua in Hawaii, and not do too much. So you got to back yourself, believe in yourself, know that you can set your mind on something to do and do it.
Would you say, stress-wise and mental health-wise, what would you say? Obviously, you're your own boss, you have to work harder, but say the difference from being in a big company. Most of your jobs have been big companies. You worked in franchises in my childhood, and then you're doing the one with Dad, which was a pretty big company, and then you've gone to now you're your own boss. You do your hours. You work as hard as you want. You put the work in. What would you say mentally?
It is, I have a lot of sleepless nights. Don't think that it's an easy process. I've got to cover wages, mortgage, school fees when we had to pay. The responsibility on my shoulders of making sure to bring in the money to make sure everything got paid or gets paid. It's a lot of stress, and I have a lot of sleepless nights. Because we've got overheads and we've got to make sure that we bring money in to cover everyone. And in my business, it's like this: you're up and you're down, you're up and you're down. You can have one great month and you can have a terrible month. I'm lucky that with our loan book is going up like this, which means we have a thing called trail income, which also goes up. Which, you know, when we can get it to a certain amount, which we
That noise again, everybody. That's my dog.
you know, that's when we'd like to retire it. So yeah, so there's always different types of stress in life. Whether you're at uni, you have, you know, you go to a job and you've got, you know, what's it called, KPIs that you've got to meet. You know, targets. Well, you know, I said to Dad the other day, we've got to put a business plan together to see.
You have to. How
you and Will are going to, you know, bring business in to increase, you know, the bank account, and you know, it's just not on my shoulders.
Yeah, no, you're right, 100%. You're right. And for you, father, going from the insurance industry and doing that for, you know, yeah, sorry, my dog's distracting us, being an idiot. Being in the insurance industry, doing it for 30 years, longer than I've been alive, and then now switching to the finance industry, what do you say that, bless you, what would you say, like, the big difference, bless you again, what would you say the big differences for you?
When I was doing reinsurance and got to go overseas and go to some pretty cool places, that was awesome, but it was also away from you and Mum and Dad and Mum and Will. But I'm also now, I don't have to work too hard.
You're pretty lucky. You're pretty lucky.
I've got the expensive golf membership.
You do. Thanks, wifey.
Still going on holidays, and so life's pretty good. But we're in the, for different reasons, we're in the best financial position we've been in ever. She just took a pillow.
I'll get Will to come grab her. Go on. Continue what you're trying to say.
So yeah, life's good.
Life is better.
Life's good and heading in the right direction, and if things could go to plan, then yeah, we'll retire in 5 years' time. But Will wants to be involved in the business, he can take over.
That's good. No, it's good. I'm happy that you guys have. Well, you pretty much can retire when you want. Realistically, at this point, you work bloody hard. Just got to pay off the bloody mortgage.
But you and your brother reap the rewards as well.
We do, no, 100%. Like, for my friends that have been to the house and how we've just gone through these big renovations, how, you know, I'm able to run a podcast in my parents' office, apart from today. No, it's dope. It's real good. And talking about stuff you paid for and stuff we've lived off. We were just in America. That's why there was this long break. You know, I was pretty consistent with the podcast, doing once a week, and we're getting back to it from today when recording this. So, tell me why, firstly, Mum, what is it with Hawaii that you want to go back 35 times?
I don't think it was 35
It's not. It's like 10.
I think the first time I went, I was 16. And it was just something that I still call my happy place. And it's somewhere makes me feel happy and content and relaxed. I can shop. I can relax. I don't think the food's as good anymore. The drinks are more expensive.
It really depends on the place, though, to be fair.
Yeah, I love where we stay.
Yeah.
You know, I have to admit it's a nice, relaxing resort. I don't know, I just call it my happy place. It's just somewhere I really enjoy. I've got great memories from going there as a 16-year-old, to Dad and I going there, and to having, like, amazing memories, you know, like of you and your brother. Especially when, you know, we look back at the videos when you were 2 and you were videoing. No, it's
weird. It's so weird. So we had these bunch of cassette tapes?
Yeah, cassette tapes.
Cassette tapes. And Mum was like, oh, we got to get these done and put on a USB. So Mum did that. That's what, maybe couple months ago now? A couple months ago. And then we went through all the videos, and there's all these videos of me, like, holding the camera and, like, filming everybody. And it's, like, quite funny now to see that I've done all those YouTube videos, and now I'm filming a podcast weekly.
Yeah, it was crazy. The first time we could see you picking up a video, Will was just born. So you would have just been 2 years and a couple of months. Maybe just going on 2 years, since there's only 2 years and 2 weeks difference.
Yeah.
And there we are bathing your brother in the kitchen, and you come across and grab the camera. We had set the camera on the kitchen table to video, the first bath.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
you
yeah.
came and picked it up and started filming and talking, and from there on to your first trip to Hawaii. I think Will might have been.
He looked young.
Yeah, I think Will might have been 18 months.
Yeah.
To you talking the video and talking about Hawaii and your favourite things in Hawaii and
It's
the
weird.
memories. Like, to see you, it's just like you've been on that same destiny, and from where you are now at nearly 21 to looking back to when you were 2, it seems to be that's what you've always wanted to do.
Yeah. No, we have. I'm thinking about the days when we used to make. We went from making remember those Beyblades spinning things, and
Yes.
yeah, Mum had a YouTube account, and we made videos of that, till making videos when I was in year 5, playing basketball with friends, to now making podcasts.
We have a lot of videos.
No, there
I
is.
love to video. Like, I've got a lot of videos on my phone.
Mom is bad as me.
Basketball, so much basketball.
Oh yeah,
and
that's been my life the last like 8 years.
since year 5
Yeah,
at Waverley.
8-9 years.
Or year 6.
Yeah, 5 or 6. But back to America, our racing trip. So we went to Hawaii.
Back.
Hello, Father. Welcome. We went to Hawaii, LA, and Vegas. I want to we'll start with I want to hear a highlight from. Give me a highlight. A highlight from each place we went to, and then I want to move on to food, because we did eat some really good food.
A highlight spending any day with Sam.
Oh, thank you, beautiful. You're such a good man. We'll start with the highlight of Hawaii.
Kailua.
Ladies first. Oh, always. Dad?
Kailua.
Kalua's always good, but I've got to say, going to the ranch
Yes, he loved it.
and driving the ATV around the mountains.
That was amazing.
Taking in the view and stuff was
It
cool.
was one of the coolest things we've ever done. So what this is? So I saw these YouTubers. Maybe this is like 2 years ago now, and they did a Hawaii vlog, and they went to this place. It's called Kailua Ranch, which me and Dad went to, and it was this place where you go on these ATVs, or you can do different types of tours, and you go drive around the big ranch. And at this ranch, they filmed movies like Jurassic World, Jumanji.
They've done 152 movies.
Y5O, they've done episodes. They've done. If you think of any movie that there's a jungle in, I bet there's a high chance it will film there. They've been filming there for years and years and years, and you're just hearing about all the cool stories, based upon how it's not private. It's private.
Yeah, it's private.
It's
Still
private.
owned by-
It's private owned. It's been moved on through, was it family or something, right?
It's owned by the same family. Still, it's 4,000 acres
Oh, it's.
big, and it was cool.
Oh, it was amazing, and it was. Dad was driving the whole time, because I was just in in awe of
Filming
just
mode.
filming. I was in filming mode. I was just like, I'm not. Obviously, you want to live the moment, and I live the moment, but I want to look back a year from now and be like, oh my God, we went and did that. We went and did this, and that. I think that's one of my favorite things I've ever done in Hawaii. I had the best time, honestly. And then let's move on to Los Angeles, the young man's favorite city in the world. Mother deal?
Oh, Los Angeles to me was dining at the Wilshire Hotel in Beverly Hills with Will.
You want to say anything about that? Come on,
Rodeo Drive.
we'll just walk past. So Rodeo Drive, it's pretty cool though. To be fair, like me,
The Wilshire Hotels. Pretty Woman was filmed
that's
there.
that's what was filmed there. And
Lots of movies, but that's probably the most famous.
mhm.
Yeah.
Wait. So is this like just in like Rodeo Drive, or more like
Right at
Beverly
the
Hills?
You've been there.
Oh, that one.
gone to the toilet
Yes.
there.
Oh,
Best
yes.
toilet.
Yes. No, that was it was a really good toilet. Wasn't there like chocolates or something like inside
Gingerbread.
the gingerbread? That's what it was. No, so like LA's love LA. Bradley.
I'm not a big LA fan.
Well, they don't know that.
None of us
I'm not
are, though. None
I'm
of
not a
us-
big LA fan.
That's Sam's thing.
That's my
and
thing.
I guess my time there was pretty much taken up by Sam time. I didn't really get any time for myself, except for I went for a walk and got lost. But that's another story.
That's a funny
Oh
story.
my God! Did you get lost?
I told you.
Remember when you
I
was still at the
know.
car?
You're supposed to go left, and you go no. You were supposed to go right from the car park.
So we were staying in
and you go left.
downtown Los Angeles,
Same
right?
hotel we always
Same
stay at.
hotel we always stayed at, and there's a lot of shops and stuff around, so it's not hard to get lost because we've stayed there 3 times now. 3 times now, and Dad, we're trying to call Dad. He's not answering. He's not picking up.
When we looked at the
Snap map, the Find My iPhone, doing everything, couldn't find him, and then he finally picks up. He's like, "Oh, Sam, I've got lost. I'm Ubering back." I'm like, "How?" And I'm talking to him. I'm like, "Where the hell is he end up?" Because at this point, you guys are already gone, and that was the day of the Lakers game, and I was like, I wasn't
he
worried.
was probably at the Lakers game.
Oh no, I wasn't. Yeah, exactly. You probably walked all the way to the Staples Center. You're probably watching the Clippers game because they were playing before. And what happened was, I was looking at the time. I was like, oh shit, are we gonna make this in time? And then finally you showed up. But that was fun. That was funny.
Probably the NBA was.
That was cool, eh?
A bit more fun than Disneyland.
Okay, so
Disneyland was a long day.
Is that because you could sit on your bottom and watch the game and not have to walk around?
Yeah, it was a good game.
no, it was a really good game. So we saw the Lakers versus the Grizzlies, and for my basketball people, remember, the block, I've told some of my mates this already, that big famous Jamorant block that went all over the internet? Yeah, we saw that, and when we saw it, it was the craziest thing. So he jumps up off the backboard, jumps like as high to the backboard, and like grabs it out of the air. It was the craziest thing. And then everybody just was like, oh my god! The whole stadium just went quiet for like a minute. No,
Did you
like
see the Grizzlies when you went on the basketball tour?
no, that was Portland, Houston. Yeah, and it was a really good game. And I'm a big LeBron fan, if you don't know that already. And to see LeBron play for a second time was, and from closer, I had a great time. And then Disneyland was the next day, and that's my only place I'm a child for like a day. So I was a child, and Disneyland's updated, and they've added all these new worlds, the little Marvel world, and they've added to the Star Wars world, and it was a really good day. And then the next place we went to was Las Vegas.
Drove to Vegas.
This was our first time doing it. It's a long drive. Dad drove the whole way.
And back.
And back. How was that?
No, Vegas was good.
Well, it smelled of marijuana.
That's same as
marijuana, we would have been happy.
I had a great time in Vegas, honestly.
No, Katy Perry.
Oh
Katy
yeah,
Perry.
please
Oh my
tell the story. Please tell the story.
So we go to, where was it at? Katy Perry concert.
It was at the
We didn't know much about Katy
Resort
Perry.
World, which is the Hilton and something else.
Okay, so we're all
Anyways.
excited. We get there. You see a show. Tickets were like super expensive. We get there. We're like, yeah, great seats. Everyone's sitting down. We start to see some weirdos come through, like weirdos.
What do you mean by weirdos?
Like,
Sorry to anybody out
like Mardi Gras type of Mardi Gras type. Just weirdos, like different color hair, like people that were different to us.
You saw people that LGBT community
No,
people.
they were
They're out
like,
there.
well, I don't have any issues with that. But anyway, like they had weird hats on, weird hair,
Odd people.
weird tattoos. Just they were weird,
Odd.
weird.
Odd people.
Anyway, so we're like, yes, we got great seats. We had our
The
cocktails.
seats look great.
And then I have this guy, 2 guys and 2 girls in front of us, start standing up and dancing. But dancing is fine. But when you're putting your ass in my face, that's when I have an issue. So he's bending over and jiggling the butt, putting it in my face, and I'm pushing him going, sit down. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I said. I'll be polite. Sit down. He wouldn't sit down, so I said, sit down.
Sit the fuck down.
No, I didn't say that. I said worse than that. It's too bad
And they
to
were,
say.
and on top of that, they weren't respecting COVID.
Oh, yeah, that was like, we're like, we've got to get home to Australia, so you had to wear a mask. But no, these people thought they would just want to keep their butt dancing in my face and take their mask off. Anyway, long story short, we left.
Waste of money.
Waste of money. Katy Perry, you suck. I wanted my money back. You can have your little, toilet humour and poo humour.
Oh my god, yeah,
Oh
she's
my
a
God.
weird.
Who has a singing poo? Like, come on.
Next time, you need to look at the person's Instagram and the people that follow them before you go to the concert.
It's not a bad
I'd rather
idea.
see Post Malone any day over Katy Perry.
Oh, that
So
Post
my
Malone's
highlight
great.
of Vegas was leaving.
Was leaving the
Hated
concert.
Vegas.
You didn't like it at all.
No, it stunk.
Yeah, there wasn't really. Like, it was nice to see
No.
Venetian,
but it
New
was
York,
nice
New
to
York,
go.
and that sort of stuff. But then Carmine's was cool.
Oh, Carmine's, yes, Carmine's.
Carmine's is this
Carmine's and
The New York
Caesar's.
chain.
it's this
Oh my
Italian
God.
restaurant that's only in New York and
Miami,
New York, Miami,
Vegas.
It was
and
originally New York.
Usually in New York, yeah, and so what they're known for is doing these big serving sizes. So, like, example, you order a palmy, and you'll get one palmy is enough for 4 people.
Yeah.
The family size.
But it's unreal, the food. Oh, so good.
Carmine's is the best food.
But it's not good when you're in your nice room. We had Sharon got a suite, which is lovely.
You had a lovely suite.
But you can smell marijuana coming through the vents.
But the hotel, MGM, I really liked the hotel. We had a great, because there was so much stuff to do in there. You know,
It was dead though.
it was dead. Well, it was because of COVID and
So
stuff.
I'd say
but,
we're probably done in Vegas.
We're done.
We won't go back.
Go back.
well, I'm going. I'm actually here to tell
Are
you,
you
I'm going
21?
back.
But you played the pokies.
No, I'm going. Yeah, no, I want to go back. Definitely going back. I enjoyed it. My highlight was the night we played Top Golf. So that was the same night you guys played Katy Perry. You should have came with us.
No.
So
Yeah.
we should have.
You were
So
drunk.
we're getting there. We're getting there.
You were
So
drunk.
no, we weren't drunk. We're getting there. So it's what Top Golf is, if you guys don't already know. It's a golf range, but it's like a mixing of golf and bowling. So what you do, you hit the. Don't yawn. I'm
Sorry.
joking. So you hit balls in different zones and you go get points for it. But there's all different types of games. So you might want to do like a further stride, for example. But it's really fun. Like I don't enjoy golf regularly. Dad and my brother obviously love to play it, and not me. But it's fun. You actually have a good time, and then they have a bar. They have good food there. We didn't eat this time because we were planning to go and have dinner with you guys anyways, or go eat at the hotel somewhere. But we had a Long Island iced tea, which is an unreal. Got 3 of them. You Americans, you idiots, because my fake ID worked for you. So come at me.
Thanks, Sophie.
Thank you, Will's
Friend.
female friend, Sophie. Exclusive friend, Sophie. You killed it, and it worked most places.
And
Yeah.
Michael.
And Michael, yeah, my boy,
Jero.
Jero. One of everybody's favorite
We love
people
Jero.
on the podcast. Yeah,
Don't forget Dirks.
and Dirks. Ugh, God, scumbags.
Call out Dirks.
And no, but it was a sick time, and then then we went back to Hawaii for another 6-7 days, and 7 days, and we just enjoyed it, you know.
Back to our favourite hotel, the Sheraton.
The Sheraton,
We got the car, the Jeep Wrangler.
the Jeep Wrangler. So we
Gave
drove.
me the best blow wave.
Oh,
My hair
good.
looked
Good, you didn't-
fabulous from the blow wave.
Good, you didn't
Everybody
call what you used it.
commented
Good, you
about
didn't-
how good my hair
I
looked
thought you were
from
about
the
to say
blow wave.
blow something else. So
You got-
I'm
I was
happy to
gonna
say.
say
But
blow
whoa, Bradley. Yeah. Fuck, Dad. What the fuck?
But Kahlua.
Yeah, that's
there's a
what-
story about Kahlua.
Yeah, please.
So since the boys have been this high, we've always gone to Kahlua, my happy place, and I've made the boys do these jumps. Oh,
Okay.
what a
Yeah,
feeling!
like the Toyota.
Better
Oh, yeah,
explaining.
jumps.
So Mum would take photos of us, and we would jump up on the sand, and Mum would take a photo of us in the air.
Yeah, except this year was a little bit hard because the
Sand.
boys are so much taller. I couldn't get oh, what a feeling properly.
Yeah, I know.
So I've
Well,
probably got about 6 different age groups of these photos.
yeah, we got to like.
It's a bit uncoordinated.
I'm not uncoordinated at all. What are you on about? No, it's tough when
Yeah, I didn't get a good one this time.
it's tough when, like, example, you've gone from our first segment, we were both like 5 foot something, and now we're
4 foot.
4 foot something, and now I'm 6'1", Will's 6
Yeah, I
foot.
couldn't coordinate the jumps very well.
Then we'll
3, 2, 1, jump. 3, 2, 1, jump.
Will's not that athletic, so you know, it's not an athlete
I don't know,
anymore.
you both look pretty bad at them.
Yeah, no, I just got back into things now, so just give me a break. Well, we're moving on. The big problem we were most scared of in America was COVID.
The little green monster.
COVID-19.
The
Or
little green emoji.
yes,
I love that
the
green
green
emoji.
So oh Jesus, the accountant's bloody calling.
No, it's
Seriously,
after hours.
seriously.
Bad timing.
And so
7:18. Ring back at 5.
seriously, not good enough,
Till
mate.
tomorrow.
So,
Back to the green emoji.
yeah, exactly. Back to COVID. So YouTube, please don't ban me, because what they've done on YouTube.
Yes, I heard.
So if you say coronavirus, you write coronavirus, you can get, so obviously you don't get paid because you got to have a certain amount of hours and a certain amount of subscribers, and you can be monetized. But the thing is, there's people who have these, who fit within these limits, and I get more views than them. YouTube needs to fix that algorithm, but anyways. So if I say coronavirus, I've just said it, but they won't see this, but what these YouTubers are getting, they're getting the videos privatized. Or so that what that means is that the videos might get delayed in some circumstances, or they'll take away money because there'll be the WHO. There's some agreement with saying the word without You're using it in a correct... It's weird. I don't know what exactly it is, but there's some agreement.
But it's a green emoji.
But back to COVID in America.
Green emoji.
Was it as bad as you thought?
No. It was concerning, but it wasn't as bad as before. No.
If you...
I think here was pretty bad.
It was.
What we were hearing from people
I heard
here about the number of people we knew. We're not mentioning names.
Well, think how many about how many of my friends got COVID.
That's what I'm saying.
Every second day. It so happens to today. Even like I'm just trying to a person on the Maccabea Games team that I was like to him. We had a meeting yesterday, and I was like to him, let's go play some basketball the next couple of days. Oh, sorry, Sam, I've got COVID. Another mate of mine's just got out of COVID today.
I think we are now the minority of people who haven't had it, but I do believe
I don't know how
triple vax.
I don't get how we haven't got it.
Being anal about, Will and I were very anal about sanitizing our hands, which here we wouldn't care about.
Yeah.
About wearing a mask, here we don't care much about.
No.
We were really strict away. Because
You have
the last
to be.
thing we wanted to do after 3 weeks, which we know people who
We owe a lot of people
got COVID
in America.
overseas,
Yeah,
in America.
a lot of people.
A lot of people we know, again, no
Won't
names
mention
mentioned.
names.
But, we dodged bullets. People very close to us here, overseas.
I was next to, as I said, I've shared drink with someone and who tested positive.
That was silly, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it wasn't drink, it was a vape, but like,
Vaping for.
it was one time.
Such a goodie too.
I know. But I've had people over at the house who had it.
Oh, we know that.
Oh yeah, I've had
Green emoji.
I've gone out and gone to pubs with people that have it. I've played basketball with people that have had it. I don't know how I haven't got it.
Being immunised.
Yeah. Well, as I said, yeah, the triple vax might work, and we're not trying to get political about it. You should getting triple vax, or you shouldn't get vaxxed, or it's all your choice at the end of the day. But what the triple vax proved for us that if you're triple vax, you won't get COVID. Or at least you won't get Omicron. Won't get Omicron.
Omicron.
We don't know. There obviously will come another variant that we hear about, and then they'll probably the triple vax probably won't do enough. But the triple vax has kept us safe from the double vax kept us safe from Delta, and the triple vax kept us safe from Omicron. So clearly, maybe we're just doing something right, but is what it is.
All good.
But yeah, the Hawaii is very strict. What did you guys think about Hawaii?
Loved Hawaii strictness.
What did you think about Hawaii?
I loved how if you weren't double vax, you couldn't eat.
Do you think we should implement that here again?
Now?
And I'm just
We've got to move on and live with it.
That's fine.
We've got a lot more people here too, so it's a bit different.
It's not it's close though. Well, the population in Honolulu, population to Sydney is probably...
No, we're a lot more than Hawaii.
You reckon? What do we have in Sydney? 8 million?
8.
They probably have like half that.
They probably have like
You
half a
reckon?
mil.
You reckon?
Absolutely.
Yeah, true. It's pretty small. So, moving on. A question that I had, I just thought of this actually just before the podcast. I was like, what is your opinion on... So obviously you're in the finance industry, you work with money, you help people with investment... And you help people getting loans, and you know shit about investments, and you know the property industry in general. So how do you feel about the new wave? We got the cryptocurrency and all the investing into that. And then you probably don't know about this NFT thing, but how do you feel about investing into something that isn't
anything?
Well, it's not anything, but it's not popular at the moment.
Okay.
There's only
so crypto.
About
everyone was talking crypto. So I went, okay, $1,000 on crypto. Let's see what all this BS is about.
Mm-hmm.
Put $1,000 on. Got to $1,186. I'm like, yes, I made $186.
It's terrible.
Doing well, and now it's down to $600. So there's a lot of people that think they know about stuff that know nothing.
No.
But you'll get a better return in shares and property. Even buying a car is a better investment than crypto.
Mm-hmm.
I think the boat sailed. Try to get on that bandwagon. Didn't invest much. What I invested, if I lost, I was like, yeah, whatever. Not a big deal, but yeah.
My opinion on the cryptocurrency, such as Bitcoin and all that stuff, is that I don't know if that's going to be around for a long time. But this NFT thing, will be, and I'll.
Have you invested?
I'm about to very soon because I'm very into this NFT thing. I've listened to a lot of podcasts and read some websites about what it's about, and I'll go into it more. But I just want to hear your opinion on investing into cryptocurrency.
Well, I'm pretty conservative when it comes to money.
Really?
And
you weren't during this renovation.
No, but investing. When is Dad invest?
In general, if I don't understand it, like I'm not really a big person on the stock market, so I've never invested in the stock market.
Yeah.
My big stock market story was when Sharon worked for a company called Aristocrat, and they were in trouble. They nearly went broke, and we were given shares when Sharon left there, and somebody suggested buying more shares because they dropped to like $1. Anyway, it turns out they ended up being like worth $1,000 like a week later.
Oh my God! You should have done it.
How have we invested?
Oh
then
my!
We would have been laughing, but because I'm conservative in the way to look at investments, so it's just absolutely a no-go. And I've been telling Sharon and the kids and a few other people who are into crypto, you're going to lose your money, so get at least what you put back in, but no one listens to me on that. And what's happened? The arse has come out of it. So.
Yeah. I think crypto will always stay around, but I don't know if it would... It will probably improve, but it's not going to go crazy, you know what I mean? But this NFT thing... So Mean will explain to you what an NFT was, sort of. What it is, it's going to be sampled like a ticket. Anything a ticket, for example, it could be anything. Everything will be NFT. That's through your phone. You know what I mean? And that's how it'll be done. And that's how they make sure you're not faking it. So these things are really good, and that's something I'm I've heard. As I said, I've learned a lot about recently, and me and my brother talk about making one. We don't know shit about him still, and I still don't know a lot, but just to be cool. It'd be cool to invest, but because it's something, it will be the future. But we'll see. And my parents grew up in the wonderful 80s and 90s, so. Let me hear about what was like growing up in the 80s and 90s, and what did you cool 80s and 90s kids do? Well, you're 70s kids, but like, what did you do? That's when you're you're my age in the 80s and 90s, so.
20. Well, what did I do? When
I was in the 90s.
The 90s.
Yeah.
We had so much fun, I reckon, in the 80s and 90s. It was more carefree. We didn't have to worry about so much. Like, we didn't have mobile phones and...
What was it like? How would you contact a friend and stuff?
On the telephone.
It'd be
on the telephone,
it'd be so painful.
No, but your mother, you know what? We never had the bullying that you guys have in
social media.
Like, life was better without social media, believe it or not.
It's a great thing, but it's also a bad thing.
Your mum or dad answered the phone. I mean, different areas growing up in Dover
of course.
Heights, it's very different. But you didn't answer the phone, or you'd say, hello, Sharon speaking, or hello. Or you'd say your name, family residence. It was very different. It was people more polite than, your parents' friends were aunties and uncles, even though you weren't related.
Yeah, you don't ever hear that anymore.
People were Mr. and Mrs. Now, you don't get any of that. Like,
no.
Your generation is so disrespectful.
I know. I sort of...
people, like, some of your friends, would never call me Mrs. Fraser or... Sharon, it'd be like a nickname or something like that. Like, you'd never do that in our day as your age. It was so, I think, we were much more respectful.
That's obvious. I haven't even met some of my friends' parents.
Yeah, you never have anyone meeting the parents. And even to this day.
Some of my best friends, I haven't even met their parents.
Well, even to this day, when you have friends over, we still find it offensive when someone doesn't come and say
I do as well. I do as well.
Like, to me, that's just rude. Like, if we know someone, and Sam's friends out there listening, we do like the old school way of coming in to say hello.
And we know you.
And we know who you are. We're not going to name you, but
But I'm the same though. I'm the same. Even if it's, I'm the same. I'll say hello. I'm Sam. Blah blah blah. Thanks for having me over. But that's just how you.
I don't mind, they're not saying thanks, not thanks, but I do.
That's how it's brought up, though.
If anyone wants to suck up to me, show me good manners, and it's a great way to suck up.
That's who brought me up, though, like to say hello.
Oh, and also, don't drink my alcohol. Those people out there watching, you know.
If
who
we're
you
going to
are.
at least replace it.
Or replace it.
Don't drink the bloody watermelon cruises.
Don't drink the cruises and don't touch my champagne.
And Tad, what are you growing up in the 80s and 90s?
Growing up in I guess
Camden.
Were you still at Camden at like
We
what?
didn't grow up in the eastern suburbs in the 80s.
Growing up in a smallish town, country area, it was different. Like you just rode your push bike around. And
How boring.
Sam can't ride a push bike.
If
I can.
If I wanted to jig school,
Sort
with
of.
my cousin, we'd go down the bottle shop and pick up a bottle of vodka and orange juice and drink
Happy
God,
days.
you naughty
vodka
boy.
orange.
You're a naughty
vodka
boy.
oranges all day, then go home pissed. Like, and
We used to drink Blue Nun
What's
on a
that?
Saturday night
What's
at
that?
Paddington Public School.
What's Blue on?
And then when we were 16,
What's Blue Nun?
it's just a cheap wine, like $5 bottle. And then we
Yeah.
used to go, so 16 in the 80s, then we used to go to a place called Paddo's Incognitos.
What's that? Where's that?
That was a nightclub in Paddington.
There's a nightclub in Paddington.
Oh my God, yes.
There's no nightclubs. There used to be
We
night.
used to, you've missed out. Like we used to have,
I wish.
when I was your age, we used to go to Paddo's and Incognitos in Paddington, Archie's, the Cock and Bull.
Yeah, Cock and Bull.
Players upstairs. Oh my God, $20 play night, Tuesday nights in Bono Junction. And we used to have unlimited spirits for $20.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be illegal.
Players.
That'd be
Children
illegal.
loved it.
That'd be illegal now.
And Archie's up in Knoxon Street, Bono Junction.
No, the
The
thing.
Pigs, the Sheaf. Well, you go to Sheaf. That's
I'm the king of the chef. I'm the king of
most
the
of the
chef.
original pubs, except for the tea gardens and the Sheaf.
Tea Garden's shit though. Nobody
Yeah.
goes there.
Most of the pubs are sort of gone.
But even so, like it seemed
They're
like
different now.
the big thing. I'm a big club party boy.
You are a party boy.
And the thing, and I love to go to club, but it's the same old shit every time. There's about 5 good places in
But that's
Sydney.
the same here. Like, you
But
know,
like back then, was there more than just those 5 places, or would you feel like you go somewhere
you'd
different?
Cross,
Yeah, see what I mean?
Preload at Paddington RSL.
Bondi.
Bondi,
Bondi
man.
was divey. It still is.
Bondi's right, but it's just so Bondi. Now Bondi, I would actually go out Bondi nights. That's because they've changed the bus system and stuff. It's easier to get home.
But the Eastern used to be the Pigs and Bondi Junction. In fact,
The Eastern.
Waverley College.
Eastern's
used
one of
to-
my favourite. Eastern's
Eastern-
El Topo. That's like my favourite place to go.
It used to be called Billy the Pigs, and there was you used to go when you finished school, especially Waverley College. They used to
The
go.
boys?
Used to go what's called roll call up at Billy the Pigs, and they had this bar upstairs, and everybody used to go when you'd finished school.
Yeah.
And just get hammered and. You know, it'd be roll call. You'd just say, "Hey, roll call up at the Pigs," and
That's so funny. Would you just go like after school and just get on the piss? Be honest.
no, we just
Go for a couple of drinks though and stuff.
we used to go.
It
always-
never-
it
that would
was
never
always
happen
like,
now.
You'd always do the Sheaf and the Pigs. The Sheaf was known as the private school place. Like nothing's changed. I know you say you have your uni nights, but it was always. Like,
It's still pretty private school. Like it's even so with the uni kids that go, it's still like
eastern suburbs.
very eastern suburbs. Like you'll see, the only Westies that I know are my friends that live out west that come with me occasionally, but the rest all of the east.
Do you remember that place in Double Bay? I don't know if you ever went there, and they used to be on roller skates up. There used to be like
Where's it
an
now?
American cafe near where you know where Michael Hutchings.
Yeah.
Just near there, they used
Did he
to,
neck himself in Double Bay?
yeah.
Oh shit! I
So
know
there
that.
was a
That
place
in the
right
city.
next door, and we used to go there on rollerblades. It's American Deli or something.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, there was like used to be heaps of cool places.
that's not
Even
it.
in Rose Bay, there used to be a nightclub up the stairs. Did you ever go to that one?
There was a nightclub in Rose Bay.
Yeah, where the Bridge Club is. I used to go there as a kid.
The-
Water Bay Pub.
The
That used to be.
Ranwick one. What's that one in Ranwick?
Oh, that's dumpy.
But that's closed as well at the moment.
Randy Wicks.
No, but like it looks like
Oh my
they
God,
haven't
that was
changed.
disgusting.
It hasn't been done or anything, and it still like has the signs of.
Oh, such a fire hazard.
It's never been open since I've gone out.
It was disgusting. Like,
You was pretty much went to the city or the cross and stuff.
we
Oh.
stayed local.
The only time I stay local is if I'm going to a pub or something, and we just go the same shit every time. It's either Coogee Bay or Clovelly Hotel.
Oh, down at Coogee. Oh, Selena's down at Coogee.
Yeah,
that's good.
that's
And
that's
the Coogee Sporties.
that's been going off recently.
Opposite, there's a gym there now, and then
Coogee Oval.
Coogee Oval used to be when I was like 17. We'd go to Coogee Sporties. That was a great, nightclub.
What would be like your favorite? Like, okay, if you were like my age right now, where would you go? Back in the 80s and 90s.
At 20,
Your go-to.
Cock and Bull.
Where was
Bondi
that?
Junction.
Bondi Junction. What's it called now? Was it still called Cock and Bull?
No, it's
Will's gone
not
there.
knocked down, and it's
Yeah.
different.
Like now at Bondi Junction, you go El Topo. Like El Topo's got like on a Wednesday. Like you go to Sheaf, because Sheaf closes like 12 or something, or like
Yeah.
1. I think they brought it back, and then you go El Topo for like till like 3 for a couple hours, and it's always a good time.
Well, the Chloe used to be good. Oh my god.
The Chloe's
so good.
Chloe has the
Used
best.
to get bands in there.
They still do, but it's just not. It's
The
okay.
music scene's changed.
It has.
You
They
can
have.
ask what's his name?
Oh yeah.
Local legends.
No. Well, Tom always performs there. Tom Yeager.
No, I meant
He always
Sonny
performs there.
Bill.
Sonny Bill. Why does he? What? I didn't get it.
Falcone.
I didn't get it.
Yeah, what's the name? Bloody
Candice.
Candice.
Oh, was that where he Oh shit.
At the Chloe.
Yeah, I didn't know it was at the Chloe. I thought it was at
Candice the Chloe.
really.
There's lots of legends around
Fucking
here.
hell. No. I was gonna say no. We just get the same shit. I see what I mean. Like the same. Chloe's got the best food at any pub. I think
Ugh.
it's up there. It's up there. There's this place in the city that I really like. It's really good pub food. Sports bar at Barangaroo. Barangaroo's actually a good time. I do like going to Barangaroo.
Yeah, that's all new.
That because they got the cargo bar there, and then they have Bungalow 8. They got a couple of like decent places there. But like that's such a trek. You know what I mean?
It's a trek.
It's a trek. And we live in La Perouse. You know, and you're trekking. We're at the bottom of the eastern suburbs. We're trekking all the way to the top of the city, pretty much.
Yeah, but look at the cool breeze we get.
No, it's good. No, it's good. Moving on. The last big topic of today, and then I got to ask these questions I asked everybody. So, what is it like having this beautiful beast as a son?
Oh,
Who
Sammy.
are you?
Sammy boy.
Jeff the third.
You've got the nicest eyes I've ever seen on anyone.
Ladies.
You just got to find the ladies.
You just got to close the deal.
That will be sorted out
You've
eventually.
got most amazing eyes.
Thank you.
You're a good, kind-hearted soul.
Thank you.
You can be as annoying as
A
fuck
pain in the ass.
sometimes,
That's all right.
but deep down, you're
you
very
mean well.
generous and you're
Thank
good,
you.
You're a really good person.
I appreciate that.
Could be a better listener.
I'm a good. I'm
More
a
for the
bit. I'm a
family,
bit deaf.
Out of the toilet faster. Doing up your shoes faster.
You're a really good
just
person.
A minute. Just
Shower-
a
shower-
minute.
shower in the
just a
morning.
minute.
I'll be a second, which is
I'll
two
be a
years
sec.
later.
Sam doesn't know what a sec is. All the mollies are
A
out.
sec is is when I'm ready. Do you have any like childhood experiences like when I was younger that like you might want to tell that?
We're
won't-
keeping those for
No,
your
that
21st.
something that won't embarrass me. So something like
No.
No, it's
there
not
must be
possible.
something.
Wait
Okay, it
for
was
your
some.
21st.
Okay, what was I like? Was I a good kid? Oh, can we tell one thing? The hot chip one. So what I call hot chips because that.
Oh, you
That's
used
a little
to, when
funny
you-
one.
When you couldn't speak, you were about 18 months. You loved hot chips. You
Mm-hmm.
used to call, hot, and you'd point, hot. You'd walk past a fish and chip shop and you'd go, couldn't say hot chips. You go hot. There we go.
What did you enjoy those? How long were we in Melbourne? Was it 3 years?
About 4 years.
4 years? Did you enjoy those time in Melbourne?
Yeah, it was too cold.
Yeah. No, we did. We
did.
We had a good life down there, but it was just too cold, and
We wanted to
we
be around
had
family.
no family.
Yeah. Do you think I am a Do you think the bogan in me is because
You're not a
Dad?
bogan.
The bogan in me and the way I talk sometimes is that from Dad being born in Camden, or is it from me being born in the West?
It's from you being lazy.
It's from you being you.
From you,
It's
being-
you. It's not from us.
Fair enough, eh?
And the next questions are.
And so I have this thing. It's called the 10. So what it is? I'm not jiggling. So there are 10 questions
Yo.
that I ask everybody, and I want to hear your answers on them. So the first one is, okay, so this is, since you're a bit older, you know, this is going to be a different question, and Dad's not going to be able to answer this at all. But so I'm going to manipulate it a little bit. So social media, you love to post on social media.
Love a selfie.
So what is what's the most recent social media post you put up? And then tell me the backside and why you're doing that.
Am I doing Facebook or Instagram?
Yeah, whatever you want. Why are you doing that? Dad, why do you not take photos?
Because I just don't.
What you don't? There must be a
No,
valid
I
reason.
don't really need to, because Sharon does all the
Do
photos.
you want to know my last social media post?
Yeah, and explain it.
Okay, so my last social media post was of banana macadamia nut pancakes.
Oh, it was the other day. Those are good pancakes. Those are good pancakes. I really like them.
2 days ago.
They are best.
Yeah.
Hawaii, the food. The pancake, the best pancake. The waffles, how good are the waffles in Hawaii?
Oh my god, what about the one that looked like a pee-pee?
Oh yeah, we saw these waffles that look...
Surefire.
Surefire?
Shout out to Surefire.
Good,
Surefire.
really good
Best
food.
breakfast.
Really good food, but they don't know how to make their banana look like a
Next
cock.
time I'm there, I want free breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. Please, sponsor us.
Surefire.
Yeah, the banana look like a cock. I'm not going to lie to you. Who is your biggest inspiration? Your biggest inspiration. This can be from your childhood. This can be right now.
I was growing up, I was mad about golf, and guess my hero was Greg Norman. So I always wanted. He was 5'10".
The great white shark.
His blonde hair. I wanted to be 5'10" and be a professional golfer. Unfortunately, didn't have any ability, so not good enough.
No, it's all right. And Mum, biggest inspiration,
I don't have one.
even growing up.
No, I've always just done my thing, and no one's ever inspired me to do anything different.
Well, what inspires you then? What's something that inspires you? What's something that gets you? What gets you out of bed in the morning?
Money.
You just want to ready to go. Hard work. Mum's a hard worker.
I want to travel. I want
Yeah.
nice things. I
Yeah,
want to enjoy life, and
Yeah.
you know, to have that, you need money. So that
Yeah.
gets me out of bed every morning.
Yeah.
And plus the bladder needs to
Talking about this, number 3. What was your worst drunk experience?
Oh my god.
Think back. You gotta think back hard here.
You go first.
Worst what?
Your
Drunk
worst drunk experience.
Fuck, where do I start? How many?
I just want one. Just
You
give me
can
one.
have one podcast just on.
I know. I just need one. Can I want one,
sound.
and then I want one to explain it. There's one I always think of, but like
Maybe we should do each other.
that's not a bad idea.
When Sharon and I first started dating,
Back in the dream time.
Sharon had a thing for champagne.
Still does.
Had a very close relationship with champagne.
Still does.
So I remember one, I think it was a 30 June function or something, and I was down at the Mercantile Hotel on the Rocks, not the Cross, the Rocks.
Oh, my favourite.
And they had they probably still they had the pool table area, which had a massive glass window which overlooked the street. So we're playing pool one night, and in comes this person running out of nowhere, pissed off for chops, smashing the window of Sharon on champagne.
I remember this.
There you go, because you're that drunk.
And then another time,
We only had one.
One. We'll leave it
One.
for one.
One.
okay.
Okay, you can do a quick one. Is it a quick one?
And Jackson's on George. I even got thrown out of a pub once in my life,
I never have been yet.
and
Been close.
anyway, some woman couldn't help herself, tried to grab me on the bum,
Oh, that's hot.
and
What did you, mate?
Sharon didn't appreciate it, so Sharon went for her then.
Why
And
do not tell this story.
And then I've said that.
No.
No.
I will embarrass you if you continue.
Okay, we'll leave it there then. We'll leave it there. So Jackson and George, shit went down.
Got thrown out of the pub.
Okay, mother deal. Here's the worst one.
You gotta be careful what you say.
That's where he stopped him. I stopped him.
Who's pulling my headphones?
Yeah,
You are-
Chucky
you are.
Fraser.
So there's the one I always think of, but like
Like when Dad was on his hand and knees in the middle of an oval.
no.
No, he talks to the Harbour
Harbour
Bridge.
Bridge.
There.
Harbour
Oh, the
Bridge,
Harbour
Bridge.
Bridge. Oh, we've got heaps of you vomiting.
Can you give me some? Give me like a good one.
One you don't know?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh my god. You know what? Whenever your father's gone out and had a few drinks, he will always guarantee to come home and have a conversation with the toilet bowl.
Oh, he does. He loves. They're best friends.
But then it's the noise. You know, like when you vomit, you go. He's like.
That's a howl.
It's like someone's dying. The noise in itself. Literally, you have to sit in bed and go, no, please be quiet. Do I do a good chunder?
You do good. You do good, brother.
I cry when I chunder.
Don't touch Mum when she's chucking.
Oh no, don't!
Oh,
I've done
leave me
that.
alone.
I've done
Don't
that
touch
before.
me.
I've done that before.
Leave me alone.
We know about mine, the Newcastle story, which is being told on this podcast, so I'm not going to
That's
tell
a
that again.
21st story.
That's the 21st. Most people already know that now. But anyways,
We've got others, don't you
There's
worry.
who is your first celebrity crush? You gotta think back, far back. Your first
I
celebrity
love
crush.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. That's why I went for a Brad.
Brad Pitt. Patrick Swayze.
J-Lo is pretty hot.
Who?
J-Lo.
Is that your first celebrity crush?
Elmy Thurston was hot back in the day.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Jennifer Garner was pretty hot.
Yeah. Next question. What is your favorite activity to do?
Sorry.
Your favorite activity to do? Golf.
Yeah, golf. I'm always happy to spend time with family.
I love to swim in the pool.
Yeah. Well, our pool's great as well.
Love my friends, hanging out.
Yeah. You do love your friends. It's good.
Love the girls.
Love the girls. Gotta love the girls. Up the girls. Your best place you've ever travelled to?
Oh.
It's a good question.
I loved
New York.
New York.
Oh, we gotta go back.
Oh my God, I
I'm
loved New
frothing
York.
to go. I really want to go
I
back.
loved Ireland. I'd really like to go back to Ireland with Sharon one day.
Who cares about me?
No more holidays with you, but no, New York was
Ireland
my
was
dream.
great.
Yeah,
Ireland really
New
cool.
York was so
People
fun.
were lovely in Ireland.
Well, don't you want to get on the beers
We
with
love
your son?
Irish people.
Yeah, if we do. Don't you want to get on the beers in Ireland with your son?
On your own.
You don't want to get on the beers with your
Unless
son.
you paid for me to go.
I gotta pay for it as well. Maybe one day. What are your goals in the next year or two? So I don't want where do you see yourself. I want goals. Like what are like the big thing do you want to make the business hit a certain amount? Do you want
Yeah, I
to?
do. I'd like to get to a certain turnover of sales.
Yep. Do you have a specific number?
Yeah, I do, but
You don't have to mention it.
yeah, I do. I'd like, and I really hope we finally get to Greece this year.
You'll get to Grace this year. Bradley, father.
I guess just help Mum grow the business more, establish insurance and so on, and
Good man. Big simp Prados is the big simp
and,
dad.
keep having a good life.
Yeah, happy days. Okay, and where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? So
Retired.
this is retired.
Yeah.
You want to be retired within the 5 years? So at
Yeah.
56.
57.
I'll give it to you.
Thanks.
6 years. Give me a second. So what are some of your working at the moment? I don't want like the basic. Oh yeah, work. Are you working yourself? You can just say work because that's all you work on. You work. But is there anything you're working on that maybe you wanna like? This is me. I'm always working on the podcast. But is there anything you're working on?
We
That
gotta
mi-
lose a bit of weight. We're a bit chunky monkeys at the moment.
Get back in the gym. No, you just
I'm
need to
just
go.
going to take injections and
You're gonna take injections. Yeah, you're just gonna
Steroids?
do it. Steroids. You want to do some roids?
Roids.
no weight loss.
Weight loss?
Weight loss drugs.
Weight loss drugs. Oh God, lazy. Okay, and what is one thing you wish was legal in Australia? We all know what mine is.
I'm not a pothead, so that's
Yeah, we're not
Doesn't matter.
potheads.
It can be anything.
no. There's nothing I can't
There's nothing you don't
do in Australia which I wouldn't want to do.
Anything? COVID restrictions ease, for example, it can be anything.
I'm
It can be
sick of masks. I don't want to
Sick
wear
of masks? There you go. So
Just go back to normal life, how it was.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's sweet. And then the next segment. That's all the questions. And now, this week's W and L. So what's a win you've had this week, and what's a loss you've had this week? So a win can be something. It can be pathetic, or something you've seen that's been a win, then something you've seen that's been an
We
L.
finally got our pool.
Oh yes, we got our compliance
There you
today.
go. There you go.
Council.
There you go.
Three
Nice.
things today. Everything always happens in
Yeah.
three.
Yeah.
First of all, we got our compliance, which has taken us 18 months.
Yeah.
That's one. Second thing is young Samuel has got a new job.
Got a new job. That's
Yay.
that's my win.
And third, Will's going to UTS.
UTS.
He's joining the boys at
At
UTS.
UTS.
And what-
UTS.
and an L. Have you had any losses or anything you?
No.
And we don't like losses.
But there's anything. Must be
Life's-
something.
No, life's good.
I've lost time tonight on this.
Okay, so your loss is coming on my
Starving,
podcast.
so-
We're starving. I'm missing Survivor.
Oh my god. My win this my win. Yeah, I would say the job. Finding something pretty fast, and it seems like they're quite interested in having me. And then my loss.
Aurora.
I'm trying to think. What have my loss been? I wanted to put up this video that I didn't put it up enough because I just can't be bothered to edit it. But that will be done. Put up this week. their little American vlog wrap up. So, and then my new thing, the question of the podcast is, what is the best memory of January? That's not for you guys. That's for everybody watching. Please go comment that, your best moment of January, because this is the last episode of January. It's filmed 31st of January. And anything you want to shout out? You want to shout out the Our Own Instagram page and the website or something, or
Shout out to this podcast. Keep going, keep thriving, keep challenging yourself.
Yeah.
Keep doing good podcasts.
Thank you.
Keep watching.
We got to vary the first. So I mentioned I wanted to have friends, family, and then I wanted to have people that done really cool shit in their life. And the first person of the cool shit segment is coming on. Some of my mates know who that is. I'm not saying who that is yet, but be very excited for that. And yeah, Dad, anything you want to mention or?
Chase your dreams. Don't do shit you want to do. If you have a dream, go for it.
That's good. It's a great way to end it. I am Sam Fraser. This is the Reupload podcast, episode 9 or season 2, episode 1. And
Daka.
please go please go watch a podcast on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and then go follow the socials, where they're listed under. And thank you, Mum and Dad, for being on the podcast, and we're out.
Over and out.